Hotelier on the Grill. Good morning, this is Hotelier on the Grill and I'm Stuart J. Raj and we're sitting here with Sanne Emborg from the Courtyard by Marriott Bangkok. Now Sanne is the general manager and we'll be learning about Sanne's experience both here in Thailand and all over the world. Welcome.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
first off, would you just be able to introduce yourself briefly, not too much, we'll get into that into the interview.
First of all, as you said, I'm Sanne Emborg, the general manager here at the Courtyard in Bangkok. I have been about 10 years with the Marriott company in different kinds of the world. I worked with them, and before that I had about 7 years of experience. So I'm up to like close to 18 years of experience in the hotel industry.
Wow. So question number one then, we'll jump straight in. Where did you first cut your teeth in the hotel industry?
I think in any industry, not only in the hotel, you cut your teeth very early in your career. So I started out already when I graduated from the hotel school in Switzerland. I was one of the few getting an offer or for a management training program, actually for two of the companies, and they only pick a couple of people. So already there I was like, oh, I might have something that I can do with it and I'll make it happen in this industry. And already in management trainee, I worked my butt off very hard to show that this was my, and I think you cut your teeth right in the beginning in this industry to understand either you like it or you don't.
Right. And
Because
what hotel was that?
That was a Hyatt Regency O'Hare in Chicago, a very huge hotel with 1,100 rooms. So you work a lot, and as I said, you either like it or you don't, because this job is kind of a lifestyle. It's not just a job.
Right.
You live it, and if you don't like it, I don't think you're going to survive in hotel industry because of the hours, the flexibility, how you have to work and actually adjust your lifestyle around it.
Right. So question number two then, what was your first big break?
That was actually when I started out with the management trainee program with Hyatt. Right after I graduated from the program, they moved me out as a manager to open a hotel in Germany with the company. And at that point, I actually moving from the States, maybe people don't understand, but moving from the States, you move into Europe, it's completely different systems you work with, as well as I didn't know the language at that time. So, and I don't think my manager at that time knew he had hired one that didn't know the language. That came to kind of a surprise for him when I told him on my first day that I actually didn't speak the language.
You didn't speak German?
No, I didn't speak German at all. Of course, coming from Denmark, I picked it up pretty quickly, but I was supposed to train quite a lot of people to be ready to open this hotel without knowing the language. So that was, I think sometimes you make your break when you're just thrown down in the bottom of the tunnel and have to make your way out, and it worked out.
So you've made your way out and you've made your way all the way here to Bangkok. You're the general manager at the Marriott, the Courtyard by Marriott here. Why were you able to make it to where you are now, where perhaps others have failed?
As I say, I think it's the passion that you actually like what you're doing and you work around it, the attitude you have to it. And in our industry, particularly, that you understand that you take care of those people that work with you and your team, and you understand your team, because as a general manager from a hotel, or even a manager on a lower level from a hotel, it's 24-hour operation, so you do need to trust and count on your people working with you, because you can't do everything like yourself, like closing your office at 5 p.m., go home and next day you open your office and your computer and everything is the same. Everything can have changed dramatically in those 10 hours you might be out of your office.
Right.
So it's all about your team, training your team, being part of your team, and understanding the people that work with you, for you, that you work for, because it's a much bigger than just your job. It's a huge team effort.
So question number four then, going way back to from when you started in training Switzerland, Chicago to here now, could you tell us about your darkest moment?
Oh, I would like to say there's no dark moments. There is a lot of challenges through the way. There is a lot of challenges. It could be from, I've been shifted up working, for example, in Azerbaijan, Baku, and we were there, and then an earthquake hits, for example. These are very difficult. I wouldn't call them dark moments. It's very difficult moments because you're actually caught off with, you think you're prepared for any anything, but you really don't know. And with an earthquake, it's not like a fire. You get everybody away from the fire. For example, with the earthquake, you're standing out there, we're freezing. You don't know what to do with all the guests,
So
where you're going to put them.
Question number 5 then, how do you get through that if you're in an earthquake?
Again, you get together with your team, and I think you sometimes in these crises, everybody works on extra batteries, and you just act as a go. And again, it comes to your personality and your attitude, that you just, how you deal with it. I don't think anybody can plan to deal for these emergency situations, how they're going to react. So it's about having the right people, the right team around you with the right attitude, how to move forward.
Right. And so question number 6, I see you've got a lot of energy here.
I do.
What drives you?
What drives me? Challenges. I'm very like goals, results. I like that, but still people. I drive off of people's energy as well. I don't think I would be half successful if I didn't like my job and like my team, because I drive off of people's energy a lot. But challenges are always something. I like people putting something in front of me that might not look that achievable.
Right.
And really, really try to push and get the team vision, mission around it, and get the team spirit around it. That's what really makes me wake up happily every day and go into work.
So you live from the people around you.
Yeah.
Question number 7, do you have a mentor, and if so, who and why?
I've had many mentors throughout, but I would probably split them into buckets a little bit, because there's a lot of work mentors, which can be my previous managers. I've actually been lucky and worked for a lot of great leaders when I grew up, and I think that's very important, because they spend time with you and train you and teach you and even coach you just as a person. But I also have a lot of, as you might imagine, even with my now close to 20 years experience, there hasn't been that many women leaders above me as my mentors. I actually never worked for a woman. Or my direct mentor or leader has never been a woman. So then you go kind of out of your circle. So I really have some close mentors, just being my grandma, in my personal lives, that has been really, really strong women to look up to throughout my career, just as a person, how you grow and believe in yourself and push.
Right.
That I'll probably put my grandma on.
So your grandmother's number 1 mentor.
Yeah, number 1 as a woman. A strong lady that only died when she was 103. So,
wow.
Yeah, she was really, yeah, as a woman. For business, of course, some of my leaders that I worked from has been great mentors.
Wow. Question number 8. Could you tell us about a moment in your career that's made you proud?
Again, I have to go. Actually, just not far back, if I can just say a month. I think when I came here to Thailand and took over this job, there was a lot of focus. One of those challenges that I drive off, that to grow sales and change how the whole sales strategy of this property and positioning of this property, and dealing with very junior teams and sales team. I think this, like a month back, my sales leader that has been with me for since the beginning now for 2 months, also newly when I came here,
right,
got the award as the sales leader of the year for the Courtyard brand, which for me was a very proud moment, because I knew I have worked with her for 2 years to get where we are today. So to see my people really excel and take some of these that I know is very big awards within the company, that makes me really happy and really proud.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Question number 9. We have a lot of people listening in at hotel management school and people working their way up the ranks. What's the best advice that you could give somebody looking to become a successful GM?
Oh, that's a lot of advice, but again, it's having the right positive attitude, and really quickly in your career, if you want to make it in hotel, know if you like it and be honest with yourself. If you've gotten over that already and you like it and you know that's where you want to be, there is another one I got many years back, and it's actually sound a bit funny, but it's a really good advice, which is always make your boss look good. Drive these results as well. Balance between the results and just being the liked person, but still be a really strong leader, take good care of your people because they work for you and they're going to bring you those results. That's going to be eventually make you able to make your boss look good.
Right.
And that will take you there.
So make your boss look good.
Yeah.
That's probably the best advice for any corporate situation. So on the flip side then, question number 10. What's one thing that hotel GMs shouldn't get wrong?
Their team, their people. They should hire the right people and train them. Again, they work for you all the time. You can't watch everything that happens in a hotel. And the bigger you get, the more difficult. You need to be able to trust the people. So I think it is very crucial that you have the proper recruiting strategy and gets the right people and keep training them and coaching them to do what you want them to do and be part of that team. Don't be the boss all the time. Be part of them, celebrate with them, work hard with them, and be on the floor that they also know that you know what they're doing every day.
Right. Question number 11. If you weren't in the hotel industry, what's your ideal alternate career?
Or you? It comes off funny because it's very different. And I said, yeah, it's lawyer actually.
Oh, wow.
I like still policies, order,
Right.
organization. And also the other part I really like is the whole research part of it. Understanding, digging in, getting more information. So I'm liking projects actually a little bit. This research part and then making the right decisions in the end. So that's kind of
So you can apply those traits that a lawyer would have here to your job here.
Yeah, not that I ever studied anything for being a lawyer. I'm watching all the TV series that has to do with lawyer. Learning from that.
That's wonderful. Sanne, now there are hotel-based questions. We have one final question that gives us a little insight into who you are. Question number 12. We're all using technology now. What's one app that you would recommend you're currently using or you're hooked on that you could suggest to our listeners?
I use actually two all the time. One is the fitness Livestrong app that is, that tells you, you can do your fitness program,
Right.
your eating program,
Right.
your healthy program on that. And the other one would be Shasham with the music. Sitting in the driver's seat all the time with my driver, and there's a good music on the radio. I'll Shasham it. I got that for my kids though. Didn't know, but
And you
I
can
like
find
that.
out what the song is that's playing.
Spend a lot of money though because it takes you straight to iTunes to download.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Sanne. It's been a very enjoyable interview and we've learnt a lot.
Thank you.
And hope that we'll be able to see more of you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hotelier on the Grill.